Smile, you know, fewer muscles to smile than it is to frown. So, well, welcome everyone to the annual Wendland Christmas party. It really is a wonderful treat to see all the smiling faces here, and everybody is ready to go the extra mile in order to make this program the best and be eligible for our Emmy Award for the best family outing. Not an outing, this is a party. But we appreciate all of your efforts to get here, and we hope that you will have a very enjoyable time. I want to say Merry Christmas, but Christmas is come and gone. So I'm going to say Happy New Year to you.
We're a little late, as usual.
So this year we're going to be just a little different than we were before. We had a few incidents, I guess you'd say, that happened in the last month. Sandy was looking for the songbook with all the Christmas songs in it. The last she saw it was flying over Washington, and so we never found out where it ended up. And then my wife told me that I'd better go to the hospital and check something up here. She didn't think things were quite rolling right. So I spent a few days there, and I came back with a better appreciation for all the things my wonderful wife does for me, and for the joy of being in your own home. And you can't beat that instead of in that old hospital, I'll tell you. Well, because of the incidents that happened, we did not go out and put the pressure on everybody to perform. You know, in the past, why most everybody would contribute something to the show, but because of these last few incidents, we've had to kind of cut down the program a little bit. But we still got some great talent, and we still got a good bunch of people here on the community sing that can really belt it out and raise the old shingles. And so I'm just hoping that we got a chance. You know, what is it? What's that TV show? One
America's Got Talent?
What is it?
America's Got Talent?
Yeah.
Or America's Funniest Home Videos.
Well, not everybody's home video, no. That always ends up with somebody going in the pond or something like that. So, well, when I talked to the committee and said, what do you think, who should we try to get to be the MC this year? And they said, well, there's a lot of possibilities out there, and one of the possibilities that they suggested was a guy named Kirk Wendland. I said, oh, is that right? Well, I know that young man. I'll ask him if you take over the job and be the MC. He says, how much? How much do I get? I said, you get the same thing as you got last year. He said, that was nothing. I got to do better than that. So we haven't settled on a salary yet. So give this guy a little hand, but don't let it go to, don't be so grateful that it goes to his head and he wants to get paid a lot more than I'm willing to pay. So you got to have a willing seller and a willing buyer to make something like this go through. So again, Happy New Year to you, and thank you very much for all of your efforts you had, including Randy looking like the grease man trying to fix our stopped up plumbing last night. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, he and John and it was Alex, were you down there with him? There's some, And we, you guys
That was today.
had a nasty, nasty deal, I'll tell you. But I got good news. So far, the toilets are working. They're all flushing, so there you go. Well, without any more fanfare, I'm going to introduce the master of ceremony for tonight, Mr. Kirk Winland.
Well, thank you, Dad, and I want to extend my welcome to the 2013 Wendland Christmas program. And I was told it was going to be a short show, so thank you for coming tonight. But in all seriousness, the one thing we certainly want to explain is whenever you're hearing piano music tonight, understand that the versions folks have been working off of for years literally said Frida Wendland on the song sheets, and so those aren't here anymore, unfortunately. As Dad said, they got blown away, but we've got some new song sheets with some same old songs. So Sandy's going to start us off with Jingle Bells. She'll accompany, and we'll all sing along. Sandy? See, right there.
There we go. That new song sheet. Okay, we want the chorus first or the verse?
Yeah.
Chorus first. All right, ready?
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ripples our bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Good job, Sandy.
Great job, Sandy.
How about that?
You know, when Dad was up here, when he was talking about the budget cuts and the needs to get the lower end talent, that was my part of it. The next part of it is the talent he was talking about, and that's going to be Emily, Anna, and Morgan, and they're going to be singing for us the Christmas song. Come on, guys.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Tiny tots with their eyes aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna smile to see if reindeers really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you.
That was good. That was really good.
Oh, you're there.
I told you we had some great talent
Yeah,
this
you
year.
bet. You were right.
Okay. Ooh.
We got 'em. Good job, girls.
Talent as well as photogenic, no question. So, I'm not sure who's accompanying this next one, but that kind of got us in the singing mode, I think. So we're going to do a group sing-along. Go Tell It on the Mountain. It's Sandy. Okay, here she comes.
The camera girl. There you go. Okay. Ready?
Here we go. Good job, Sandy.
Very nice, Sandy. Way to go. You know, I feel bad. I feel like we've kind of missed something here, Dad. You know, this is the first Christmas program that we have a new member of the family here, Corey, here with us today. And, you know, Corey, come on up here.
Let's hear it.
You know, 2013, as Dad said, was, you know, it had a lot of challenges. We learned more about staph infections than we wanted to know. We learned more about homeowners' policies than we frankly wanted to know, and same thing with Obamacare. But 2013 also had some great things, and we learned that Anna and Corey were had announced their upcoming nuptials, and I think we were all excited about that. And frankly, the first thing that I thought of was, wonderful, someone new for the Wendland Christmas party. and then I got thinking, I started thinking, well, you know what, it's been, John, we talked about it earlier today, 31 years ago that John brought his trumpet solo to the Wendland Christmas party, and it's still a part of the program today. 1989, Diana started with some wonderful poems and solos that, you know, just embody the spirit of this family. You know, we all remember Alex's dad, who spent his hard-earned money and time going to the Jack Benny Conservatory of Music because he could program meant that much to him. You know, she only appeared a couple times, but there's still talk about Linda's version of Silver Bells in the Christmas program, and frankly, all you have to do is YouTube Jingle Bells Box of Rocks, and you can still find David's performance from a couple years ago. So, you know, with that, Corey, the stage is yours.
Yeah! Woohoo! Jazz flute. Oh, there's a jazz flute.
Welcome to the family. All right, John, you're going to have to get from behind the camera and come forward. John and Emily, John on the trumpet, Emily on the flute, and I hope I don't mess this up. Hark the Herald Angels Sing, is that right?
Can we bring Sam? We're going to change it.
Well, isn't that play something different?
All right, something like that.
We just need
A
somebody to hold
detail,
them.
we forgot. No
stand.
stand.
We got a music,
Harold.
David,
got a
David's gonna
music
hold
stand
that
in
one.
there, Sandy.
Corey, you can
Music
perform
stand
it.
on the other side of the
All
wall.
right.
On the other side of the wall. Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
David, that was
Hey,
Great, that was great.
The board was
Thank you.
impeccable.
Stop, I know.
you move it all.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Amazing.
Well, thank you guys very much for that. You know, Grandpa also talked a little bit at the start about the potential contractual disputes, but I trust him, okay? So here I am, under no contract, performing my duties. But a little different story with the elves. There's a rumor has it that the elves union didn't exactly trust that we'll sign the contract later. So, Grandpa is coming up solo this year. He's got his electric guitar, and he's doing Up on the Housetop 2013.
Are you gonna get up to do it? Where are you gonna go, dear?
Give me that chair.
Get that chair. Stage hands are on strike too.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC.
Oh, watch out.
Sorry that my elves and I couldn't get together over the summer. They had some ideas that they thought they ought to get paid. That wasn't in my philosophy. Well, I said, no way, we can't do that. They said, well, either we get paid or we won't be there. So you can see my elves are not here.
Jeez.
So-
You know, we have to eat too, Grandpa. We're all starving, and you expect us to get up and perform with you?
Oh, well, no, but being on a diet for a while isn't good for anybody. Okay, well, in the meantime, I had to get something other than that uke, because I couldn't play when the elves were there. They would help sing aloud, and we'd drown out everything I was doing. So I had to get my electric guitar out that plays the song. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta turn it on.
Nope. Sing it again.
Come again. Yeah.
Ready, here we go. Up
On the housetop, reindeer
pause.
up jumps good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little ones' Christmas joys. Ho, 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 who and go, ho, 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 who and go. Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with a good Saint Nick.
Good job, everybody. You're all initiated into the elf fraternity now because you sang like elves. That's good. All right.
Need some help? All right, let's hear it for Grandpa and Up on the Housetop. All right, even though we wanted to shorten the program a little bit this year, we still didn't want to take out the Christmas reading, so Grandma, Mom, you gonna stay there or you wanna come forward? All right, Mr. Cameraman?
See all
Sir.
right there, mother?
Oh, yes. And it came to pass in those days, there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria. And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them at the inn. And there were in the same the same country, shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them. The glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there with the angel a multitude of the heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men.
Good job, mother. Good
All
job.
right,
Good job.
thank you, Mom. You know, in the roughly 40 years that I've had this honor of being MC, I've probably had 30 requests that have said, you know, just put me on the program. I'm going to do something. I won't tell you what it is. This is the second time I've allowed that to happen.
Randy! Randy! Oh, no, it's not Randy?
It's not.
Oh, I thought it was.
But the other time was actually myself. This one, Sandy has asked for a slot on the program, did not want to reveal what it was, and for some reason I trust her. So here comes Sandy.
I thought it was Randy. All this time I thought it was Randy.
Thank you for your trust. As you know, we had a little mishap over in Washington about a month ago, and amongst those many happenings, it brought out the poet in me. I cannot explain to you why. I've never written poetry in my life, but here it is. You guys got a little sample of it on the Christmas card. This is a poem of a different sort, based
Go ahead.
on our experience in November.
Oh, wonderful.
'Twas the month before Christmas when through the Midwest not a creature was worried about home or nest. The very warm air made the good people say that they'd go for a walk perhaps later that day. The children at play or at church did not know that much of their laughter would soon have to go. And mothers and fathers were going about their regular business without stress or shout. When out on the town there arose such a clatter, people sprang to their feet to see what was the matter. Away to the window they flew to give ear to the terrible sirens that brought news of drear. The dark of the sky and the sound of the wind gave worry to all those without and within, when what to their big frightened eyes should appear but a funnel cloud gray and its warnings to fear. With a moment to think and no seconds to spare, the people gave shouts to all those whom they cared. More rapid than eagles to the basements they flew, to hide under stairways and walls strong and true. They huddled, they crouched, and they covered their heads, while the deafening winds sucked up rooftops and beds. They cowered and prayed till the silence came back. Then they came out of hiding and saw the attack. As dry leaves before the wild hurricanes fly when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so had their housetops and furniture blown, to the yard, to the street, or where'er it was thrown. There would be no more footsteps again on these roofs, for the structures looked trampled as if by large hoofs. As they shook off the days and were looking around, not a thing was in place, debris covered the ground. Their houses were mangled, their treasures were gone, and they cried out in pain for the loss of it all. The favorite toys were flung far and flung wide, and the kids knew their bikes would ne'er again ride. The plates and the glasses, the books and the plants were broken and splintered to pieces like ants. But what did they see as they looked at the mess? Their neighbors were out in their own huge distress. They called to each other, they ran and they cried, and they thanked God above that they all were alive. In a very short time, friends and family came by to share in the hurt and to hug and to sigh. They vowed they would help and they promised to pray, and the dark cloud of loss seemed to lift on that day. In the days that soon followed, the people would know where the true friendships were and to whom they could go. So many were giving, they helped as they could, they gave of themselves just as real Christians should. The battles continue, the hassles remain, but the blessings are far, far too great to contain. For although a tornado is strong with great might, it cannot destroy what is good and what's right. For hope, joy, and peace are the best gifts of all, and friendships and family and faith never fall.
Wow. Oh, that was fantastic.
Now that published, give that one to Pastor.
Sandy, what a very nice job. And with that in mind, we are having a work day at the house tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. Volunteers are appreciated.
That's why she gets a slot on the program and he doesn't. Right there. All right, our next and second to last act of the night, we have Sally, who I know, despite the potential problems with the song sheets, has been practicing all day and ready to go. So you have an open song sheet. It's Silent Night.
I was on a couple of
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna what? Sing the first verse, hum the second verse, and then Emily is gonna sing the third in German. Correct? Sorry about that.
Okay.
Sally, good job. Congratulations.
Sally!
Sally!
And Emily, beautiful. Thank you. All right, well, we've wrapped up the talent portion. Now it's John's turn. We're going to finish it, as we always do, with Santa Claus is coming to the town and as loud as you can get. John,
All right.
come on.
Oh, yeah. I forgot the batteries.
Oh,
I gotta turn it on.
put the
Oh, here we go,
yeah,
here we
put
go.
the batteries in there.
Practically like New Year's and the ball dropping in time. And I'm Dick Clark. Just about as good.
I set my sights a little higher.
Yeah, I know. I'm feeling about that age. So. Anyway, well, thank you. And that wraps up the 2013 program. And Dad, do you want to say something else?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that the three girls that did such a beautiful job, I was going to ask them to be the agents.
Oh,
to
we're gonna do
distribute-
dessert
ice cream
first.
and cookies
What?
first.
First
Oh.
dessert, then gifts.
We're gonna have ice cream and cookies now.
Oh, we're
and
gonna have
then-